Hi, I'm Wynne. I'm a shamanic psychotherapist and a published author, and I help people connect into the truth of who they really are and live a life based on love. I actually help them do that, move from fear into love. That's what's going on at the moment. We're growing, we're changing, and there's a lot of fear around. There's a lot of things to unsettle us, a lot of things that upset us, but there's a whole world of love there. How do we get there? How do we move from where we are to where we'd like to be? It takes work.
So I really think the best way to explain this to you is to draw it. So I'm not very good at drawing. I hope this is okay. So here's my page. All right, so this here is our world. And this is the world we've been living in. Now I'm putting it on a platform because the whole world has been based on fear. So we've had fear based on the institutions, we've had fear based on the culture, we've had fear driven into us. Most of us are living out of limiting beliefs. Lots of us are suffering and we're wearing lots and lots of masks. So you're with me on this. So that's the world where we are. There's lots of anxiety. There's lots of suffering. There's lots of grief. And there's lots of pain. And like I said, it's all based on fear. Where we're going to as the evolving creatures that we are is a totally new world. So I'm just going to move this over here. We have a new world here. Okay, so let's just pretend it's the same size. And the platform that it's going to be built on is love. Now you see where I'm going with this. Now you can see what's familiar. Now the problem is that when we have our limiting beliefs based on institutions, and again, those are like the government, that's like the banking system, that's religion, and we have everything rules. Okay, when it comes to love, there are no rules, unconditional. Okay, we have no rules. It's very different, isn't it? You see how I've even drawn it up a bit higher than the other one? Because in the whole of vibrational level, it's not weighed down by anxiety, suffering, and grief. What we're going to have here is joy. What we're going to have here is freedom. We're going to have support. Yeah? What we're going to be able to do is live by our truth. So there's no more masks. We're going to be able to be who we are. So I hope you're with me now. So here's the first place. This is where we've been all our lives. In fact, this is where our parents have been, and our grandparents and our great-great-grandparents. And we've been working within the institutions. We've been working within the rules. We've still been putting on our masks, and we're still suffering from limiting beliefs, anxiety, suffering, grief, pain, and fear. What would you like to see in this new world? Be who you are. Love, unconditional, no rules. When you live from truth and joy, you are free and you support each other. And there's one more word I want to put in here. Very important. That's community. That's community where we all live together and we all support each other. Okay. So we've established that there's a world that we live in that's based on fear, and here's the world that's based on love. And all we're seeing right now is the world that's based on fear. We've got everything that's going on in the world right now. We've got the fear-based, the terror, the politics, the breaking down of society, the loss of culture. But we have a paradigm for love. We have spiritual teachers out there who are telling us what unconditional love looks like, telling us about the freedom that we experience when we live from our true selves. But how do you get there? How do you move from fear to love? I have a way for you. I've created a bridge. That's all the work that I've done up to now. So let's call that the bridge from fear to love. And I think the main platform, the ground beneath your feet, you know, when you're going to actually walk on a bridge, you want to see something solid, you want a framework, you want something you can hold on to. That's my book, How to Be Well. Gaining awareness, getting well, and staying well. So that's the book, How to Be Well. Okay, but that's not really enough. And I know it's difficult to stay on a bridge. You can get lots of distractions, especially when there's lots of things pulling you back to fear. So look, it's like the magnets are echoing out here, and they are pulling you back to fear, because fear is what you know. Fear is all you've known. So how do we ensure we stay on the bridge? Well, we have to do our daily practice, daily spiritual practice. Now, there's lots of different things you can do. I'll just tell you, if you do yoga and you're just thinking about the dinner and you're thinking about your kids and you're thinking about your day, that's not a spiritual practice. But if you do yoga and you're with your breath, you're with your breathing, and you're coming more into your body, that's a spiritual practice. And I can teach you how to do this. I've got SoundCloud. I've got boot camp, which is coming up. Raise your vibration boot camp. And I've got all kinds of different things that can help you connect to you every day. We do the Facebook videos. I've got my YouTube. But there's still, and I have to say this because, you know, we're all in this together. There's still more magnets here, pulling you back here, this way. It's like the world is against you. It doesn't want you to go to love. But you know what? It's this world. This world is against you, and it doesn't want you to go to love. Love is sitting here patiently waiting for you to arrive. Listen to the energy of that. Love is sitting here patiently waiting for you to arrive. And I've got the bridge here for you to do this. And you know what? When you get here and you're suffering your limiting beliefs, you can have a session. So I have pre-recorded sessions, particularly around getting your power back. So when the world of fear takes your power, you get your power back. And then you keep moving towards love.
So you see, I've been working really hard to make a bridge for you, to move from the world of fear that we know about to love, to understand that the magnets are pulling us back to fear, and the newspapers are keeping us in fear, and the big pharmaceutical companies are keeping us in fear. And just like I said, love is just sitting there waiting for us to come, to release our masks, to be who we truly are. But we have a lot of shedding to do with those masks. We have a lot of removing of things that we're carrying. We have to learn to trust. And so I'm hoping that you'll find something in my offerings that will suit you, something that can help you move from fear to love, because this is where we're going now. This is what has to be done. And you know, as you're listening to me, that that's the truth. It's not my truth. It's not your truth. It's the eternal truth. It's a truth that is just never going to change. We are made to grow. We are moving to love, and it's scary, but only because we've been in fear for so long. Letting go of the fear and moving to love. Here's the bridge. Come and join me. Thank you.